So now we've hit the stage on the last day of freezer meal assembly that I always find super fun, and that is when I invent recipes with whatever ingredients we have prepped and left over. So the rest of the meals that we make today are going to be ones that I just make up on the fly using, like, we've got some ground beef that's left over, some ground sausage, onions, carrots, peppers, all of those things that are already prepped, and we'll just use other ingredients that I have around the house and make up some recipes. The reason I get really excited about this is first, it's creative and fun, but second is this is the way that we've found some of our very best recipes over the years. And so it's always exciting to see what will come from this. And they haven't all been complete successes, but usually I can figure out like what tastes good together and what goes with what, and usually it's a pretty big hit. So this is the fun part, and so all the recipes that you see from here on out in the video will be ones that I am making up with the last of our ingredients here. So yeah. For the first invention meal of the day, we took the leftover chicken thighs, which were enough to make 2 meals, and we added salt, pepper, garlic, Italian seasoning, some tomato paste, our leftover cubed red and orange peppers, sun-dried tomatoes, and Parmesan cheese. We think that the Italian flavors will go really nicely together. If you're interested in seeing the actual recipes, not the invention recipes, that we made during this freezer meal session, you can check out those videos. I'll put the link in the description below. There's 2 videos. One is our first day where we made 5 ingredients or less meals, and we made so many. And the other will be from our second day. So you can check out those videos for our tried and true freezer meal recipes. I'm really excited about this next idea. We had some chorizo sausage in the fridge, and I had enough to make 4 meals. So we sliced up the chorizo sausage, and then in our bags we put some leftover onions, yellow peppers, minced garlic, 1 can each of tomato sauce, some Italian seasoning. We put half a jar each of pasta sauce. I didn't have enough pasta sauce left over to do a full jar in each meal, but I still think with the tomato sauce it's going to be enough. And then we added the sliced chorizo sausage. Now later I remembered that we also had some sliced mushrooms, a lot of sliced mushrooms left over from our freezer meal prep. So I opened the bags up and added that sliced mushrooms. That way, I think we're going to get a really hearty and delicious pasta sauce out of this invention. So I will let you know how our family likes it. If we do, it will make it into the regular freezer meal rotation. Stir fry bags are such an easy thing to make at the end of your big freezer meal sessions because you usually have things left over that can all be thrown together in a bag and make a really great stir fry. We do stir fry bags almost every time we do freezer meals. So in this particular one, we added sliced onion, ginger, carrots, peppers, soy sauce, oyster sauce, and then we had some leftover mango tangerine juice from our chicken in a mango cream sauce that we'd made on day 2. And I figured that since usually in a stir fry you can use orange juice and it tastes really good. And so I figured, why not mango tangerine juice? Kind of similar, and I bet the flavors are going to be great. Other things that we've added other times to our stir fry bags when we're rummaging around for things to add to them at the end of our freezer meal sessions are things like cans of water chestnuts, cans of baby corn, or some fresh snap peas or frozen broccoli. If you use your imagination or grab what you know your family loves for stir fries regularly, you can make some really, really great stir fry bags. And the thing that's wonderful about having these on hand is they're just so fast to cook up. You can just cook them up, put them over rice or noodles, and you have like a 15-minute meal for your family, which is amazing to have for busy days. This next recipe was actually an idea that Christy had. I come up with most of our Invention recipes, but she was inspired this time, which was awesome because I think this is going to be a great one for both of our families. It's kind of a breakfast hash brown casserole thingy, and so we added some beef for hers and ground sausage for our families, and then minced onions, frozen hash browns, a little bit of evaporated milk that we had left, some Tex-Mex cheese, salt, pepper, and some cans of condensed mushroom soup. And I think that these are going to be really great either for a breakfast for dinner night or for a Sunday brunch. So this is, I think, the first time that we've done an invention of a breakfast casserole at the end of our freezer meals. But I am, again, looking forward to trying this one, and I think we can't really go wrong with the ingredients that are in here. So it should be super amazing to have, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. If you're looking for other easy freezer meal recipes, make sure to subscribe and like this video. For this next meal, I'm going to be honest and say that when I started, I actually had no idea what I was going to make. I knew that I was going to be kind of Mexican flavors because we had leftover beef and sausage and corn. So I figured that would work, but I didn't actually have a concept when I started adding things to the bag. So I was beef for some, sausage for others. Then we added some minced or diced onions, some garlic, and then the frozen corn, some salsa, taco seasoning, and tomato sauce. And then I was stumped as to what I was going to make, but I decided that we would whip up some rice. So I just quickly made some minute rice, and then we would make these into a mixture to make stuffed peppers. So on the day that we actually cook these up, the rice is already cooked. We can just put them into some peppers, add some cheese on the top, bake them, and voila, Mexican stuffed peppers. Thanks for joining us today as we shared 5 of our latest inventions. Hopefully they'll be great. Happy cooking, guys!